monologue on public sector marketing. After that, I'll have a very fascinating guest. So please, don't go anywhere at all, because sometimes when it comes to marketing in not-for-profit spaces, there are all sorts of unnecessary debates. Today, I'll settle the debate for you. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for more of Titans and Trailblazers. We'll be right back.
Whether you're a wholesaler, retailer, or consumer, MNC Logistics and Trading is your trusted partner in minerals and food commodities trading. Experience the difference with MNC Logistics and Trading for your commodities trading. We operate a well-equipped laboratory that smelts and assays gold to ensure transparent, credible, and reliable minerals transactions. Our general food commodity market deals with imports and exports of food products such as rice, sugar, and grains. We pride ourselves on delivering products that meet the highest standards of quality and taste. With our expertise in international trading and logistics, we bridge customers far and wide. Locate us at number 4 Neosai Interfo Avenue, East Legon, Accra. Call us on 030-299-8246 or visit our website www.mnclogisticsandtrading.com. MNC Logistics and Trading, hub of confidence.
MNC Group is a leading investment holding company with expertise in minerals and food commodity trading, precious minerals refinery, real estate development, and logistics and energy with individually registered companies. Our headquarters is located in Accra, Ghana, with operational offices in Dubai, UAE, Hong Kong and Guangzhou in China, Johannesburg in South Africa, Virginia in the USA, and Milan, Italy. We connect business markets and drive growth. Trust us to maximize value in every deal. Call us on 0302-551-917 or 0302-551-918 or send us an email mncgroup@mncgroupgh.com. MNC Group, totally reliant.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers. Like I promised you before we went on break, today I want to talk about public sector marketing, public sector branding, public sector customer experience. All over Africa, I hear presidents complain, ministers of state complain. What do they complain about? Why aren't you making money? Why are you making? Look, on my way to the studio, I was listening to some radio program where they were saying that, hey, the cost of running government in Africa is no easy. It's billions and billions of dollars. So it looks like for public sector, it's more the V8s, the butlers, the maid servants, the business class. So it's like the perks of the office is the preoccupation of the big people who work in those agencies. But Africa is turning the curve. Where we are going is public sector that must lead the renaissance. Look, 22 years ago, I went to a Commonwealth Secretariat conference in Singapore. And when I got there, I realized that, hey, Singapore, public sector is leading. I was in a conference where Singaporean companies were talking about how they are going international. And they were saying that in Singapore, public sector has the best people, take them to the best schools. Because they found by experience that when public sector works and gives the right direction and gives the right economic signals, they create the trajectories that private sector can ride upon. So if public sector is leading private sector in Singapore, then it stands to reason that public sector agencies themselves must excel. Otherwise, what example can you be to private sector entities? So what is public sector marketing? I made some notes, so I'll just read a few things. It refers to the application of marketing principles and tools by government agencies, ministries, state-owned enterprises, and public institutions to deliver public value. To deliver public value, typically at a profit. But unlike traditional commercial marketers focused on profit alone, public sector marketing is not just about profit, it's about enhanced service delivery, sometimes influencing behavior change, building trust, and increasing public satisfaction. I was listening to some very high-ranking person recently who said, sometimes presidents in Africa, they are doomed to fail, not because they are bad, but because they have not yet built the accountability mechanisms to ensure that the state-owned enterprises, the public sector agencies, indeed have rigorous measurement mechanisms, rigorous KPIs that are measured so that in case you are not doing well, you can be fired and a more appropriate person hired. I was listening to Mr. Frank Edu recently, one of my fathers in this ministry I'm in, total mentor of mine. He said presidents will succeed if they can begin to appoint people who are accountable, even if they are party adherents. It is what it is. Public sector brand management is the strategic development, positioning and communication of a coherent and credible image of a public institution. A strong public brand instills trust, legitimacy, confidence, not just in the institution, but in the state itself. You see, when the public sector institution works, everything works. What is public sector service excellence? It's the consistent delivery of high quality, responsive, efficient, and empathetic public services. It requires a citizen-first orientation, systematic service design, defined KPIs, defined performance standards, continuous staff training, a continuous improvement mindset, and continuous monitoring of satisfaction levels at all levels of public sector delivery. So let me share with you 14 ways you can transform public sector delivery and push excellence in state-owned enterprise in Africa. Number one, establish a clear and differentiated brand purpose. Public sector entities are brands. They need to understand what the brands represent, what the essence of the brands are, what the brand deliverable KPIs are, and ensure that at every customer touchpoint, they deliver on the brand promises. Number two, designing citizen-centered value propositions. Public sector entities don't work for themselves, so they need to understand that. They work for the people. And value determine what the people want, not what they feel they should be delivering. So we need citizen-centered value propositions with clearly communicated benefits that respond to the actual needs of the citizens. Number three, building a consistent brand identity and voice. Public sector institutions in Africa must consistently present their brand values across all touch points. Visual identity must be on point, communication tone must be consistent, and service behaviors, they should be brand aligned at every customer touchpoint. Number four, segmentation and targeting. Please, public sector entities need to understand that they serve different stakeholder segments. So they must identify them, whether they are SMEs, students, citizens, investors. Once they identify them, they can tailor their solutions and communications to these segments. Number five, they must create emotional bonds through better storytelling. Number six, they must have omni-channel strategies, because we don't do unit-channel strategies anymore. Number seven, they must embed customer experience as a core strategy. Number eight, they must empower the frontline employees as brand ambassadors. Number nine, they must leverage data and feedback loops for service improvement. Number 10, they must institutionalize service charters and performance pledges. 11, they must drive internal marketing to build culture and alignment. Number 12, they must enhance revenue diversification through market-driven offerings. Number 13, they must look for PPPs to scale impact. And finally, they must measure and report on marketing ROI and public interest. Look, some are doing well, some can do better, but all can benefit if they leverage marketing, customer experience, and have a fixated look and focus on service excellence. Look, Africa can only be better that way. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll be back with more of Titans and Trailblazers. Please stay tuned.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. With MNC Properties, property sales, rentals, and management is a walk in the park. We believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 to 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We offer flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs, plus litigation-free lands in vibrant and upscale communities that presents the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 0302 551 917. MNC Properties, choice of class.
Back to Titans and Trailblazers, and I have an absolutely exceptional guest. So I met this lady for the first time in Vic Falls in 2002, sometime in October, and it was at the first Africa Marketing Confederation conference. I'll tell you about her, except that she speaks better than I am. So tell me, madam, what's your name? Who are you? Why are you in Accra?
Oh, fantastic. Thank you. Thanks so much for the chance to have a chat with you today. My name is Helen McEntee. I'm the president and co-founder of the African Marketing Confederation. We met, was it 2022?
Yes,
2022?
Absolutely.
At our first conference in Vic Falls.
Absolutely.
Great success. And since then, we're now going to be having a conference held here in Accra in August and hosted by the Chartered Institute of Marketing, Ghana.
Okay, so you did Vic Falls, Entebbe, Mombasa, Nice, Accra.
Correct.
So we are fourth in the series.
You are.
Okay. Very good to have you here. Now, the African Marketing Confederation comprises several marketing associations across Africa.
Yes.
So tell us some of the constituent marketing associations. I know Ethiopia is certainly on board, and so is Ghana. Who else?
We have 16 member associations now, yes.
Awesome.
And we're growing dramatically.
Okay.
We have our 6 founder members, which is Zimbabwe, Zambia, South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya.
Okay.
And then we now have added 2 French-speaking countries. So
Awesome.
we have Morocco
Awesome.
and Tunisia. We also have East Africa is very active. We have Uganda, Ethiopia. I don't want to leave anyone out. Malawi.
Okay. But it's a good number.
Botswana, Mozambique. Yeah.
And it's growing.
It's growing brilliantly.
So why did you go and marry Tycoon? Why is the marriage a good marriage with Tycoon for the conference?
I think we realized, as professional marketers, we can't do without IT.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
And I think
yes.
we were inspired as well by yourself.
Absolutely.
I remember at the conference at the Vic Falls where you walked on and said data, data, data. And
very much.
We've since then started to develop data analytic tools
Absolutely.
to assist our member associations.
Absolutely.
So we can't do without tech, and they can't do without the marketers.
Absolutely.
That's what I like to believe.
Okay.
But, so it's a marriage made in heaven.
It is indeed. It is indeed. So, for the conference, what are some of the tracks you think will be very fascinating for attendees?
Okay. We have to always look at AI,
of course,
obviously.
Of course.
So that's a big winner for us at this conference.
Yes.
Sustainability
Indeed.
is also a big topic of conversation.
Indeed.
What we have introduced now, because of our involvement, the AMC's involvement with UN Tourism,
yes,
we're going to be launching a tourism chapter
Indeed.
at the conference. So there's quite a big section on rebranding Africa,
awesome.
Country branding.
Awesome.
We're looking at retail marketing this year.
Indeed.
Because I think a lot of people, especially where I live in South Africa, if you think retail marketing, you think the big supermarkets.
Indeed.
But of course, it's very different in Africa.
Very much.
Retail stores and retail markets and mom and pop stores,
very much.
street traders. So we're looking at that in quite a lot of depth as well.
Is there anything for public sector attendees?
Yes,
Would you have something for them?
We have added that.
Okay.
We have added a speaker. We're actually looking at the moment to see who we can get to really drive a panel discussion on non-profit organizations and private sector.
Okay, all right. If you can't find one, I can assist. But just check to see what gives. Okay. So we are looking at both sponsors who would help to sponsor the event, and then institutions who will send their members to join us.
Yes.
So are there any differences in the packages for each category of stakeholder?
I don't have the prospectus with me. We have a conference prospectus.
Okay.
So it'll get that to you. Yes, we have sponsorship packages.
Okay.
And we have delegate packages.
Okay.
So, and they're all included in the one document. I'm afraid I don't have it off the top of my head.
That's fair. No. But why does marketing matter in the scheme of things? Because marketing sometimes has a Jekyll and Hyde sort of. It's a blessing, and people don't quite understand why it's a blessing. So, in the 2025 in which we live right now, why is marketing a game changer for institutions in Africa?
I think people are starting to realize that marketing is not just sales.
Indeed.
I think in the past it was always, if I said I was a marketer, they just assumed that I was a salesperson.
That's true.
Sales obviously is such a huge part of marketing, but
yes.
I think people are starting to realize what marketing really is, and it's not about exploiting consumers.
Indeed.
It's about a matchmaking process.
Indeed.
So they have needs and wants, you have a product, you've got to find the best way in order for that consumer to be attracted to and purchase your product.
Indeed.
So I think that's part of the AMC's responsibility, is to actually teach people what marketing is all about.
Indeed.
And what it actually means. I think it's very, very important also to note, and I'm sure you're aware of this, we've just signed collaboration agreements with the Asia Marketing Federation.
Indeed.
And also with the European Marketing Confederation,
yeah.
and also with the Chartered Institute of Marketing in the UK.
Indeed.
Because we made a decision to internationalize it. We want to put the African marketing profession on the global stage.
Of course.
There's so much interest in Africa. It is fascinating, it's diverse. And I was invited over 2-3 years ago to give a presentation of the AMC in Bangkok.
Okay.
And I'm quite proud of my first slide that shows the continent, and next to it I say this is not a country.
Oh, indeed, yes.
We have to teach the world.
That's a good opener.
That Africa.
Very good opener.
Is
it's 54 countries. Absolutely, yes.
So I think that's part of our mission, is to explain what marketing is and how important marketing is to the marketing profession in Africa.
So here's the thing. So typically when you have a big international marketing conference like this, the tragedy is people feel it's only marketers who must attend. But in a very fascinating way, I think it's CEOs, CFOs, CIOs, Chief Human Capital Officers, CTOs, they must come, because
Absolutely.
Marketing is the central value driver for success, whether it's commercial or not for profit. So what's your message for non-marketers? Should they come or not?
I'd love to welcome and invite anybody who's interested, because as you say, when I first started working with the Institute of Marketing Management in South Africa, their slogan was "Marketing means business."
There you go.
You cannot run a business without an understanding of marketers.
There you go.
I would encourage anybody
There you go.
in any business,
There you go. Public or private?
Private,
Just show
public,
up.
academics, just show up.
Just show
It's
up.
going to be a really good event.
Okay. So since you say we should just show up,
Yes.
when we show up, can we show up from sales? Can we show up from branding? Can we show up from customer experience? Can we show up from trade marketing? Because marketing itself is multifaceted. So I guess your invitation is, one, to all categories of marketing personnel.
Correct.
And two, anybody who runs a business should come.
Yes.
So entrepreneurs are invited.
Entrepreneurs are invited.
What about CEOs of state-owned enterprises? Should they come?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But they'll tell you, we don't need marketing. We're in a monopoly. People buy water anyway. They buy electricity anyway. Who are we marketing to? What will your response to them be?
I think my response to them would be, one day your consumer is going to find an alternative.
Indeed.
If that is your attitude. If your attitude is we're a monopoly, they have to take our product, one day consumers they don't like being treated, as we know, badly. So they'll find an alternative. Electricity Supply Commission down in South Africa started, we had blackouts, we had price increases.
Yes, you actually have a minister for electricity.
Yeah,
it's a very cool thing.
Absolutely. So everyone started putting solar in. People are
finding alternatives.
They
will find alternatives.
Wow.
So I encourage CEOs of state-owned enterprises
What about
attend.
university vice chancellors, deans, heads of departments?
Fantastic.
They must all come.
Well, part of our AMC goal is to provide training and programs, educational programs in the various sectors. Destination marketing, for example, basic marketing, digital marketing. So we add value to our members by offering courses, degrees and short courses and so on in terms of other aspects of marketers. So obviously there's a huge academic component for us to link up with the universities. Students, I'm hoping to plan with the team a student chapter of the AMC.
You should do that.
Because it's so important. I was in China recently for the Belt and Road student competition, and they awarded, they awarded awards for brand strategy.
Yeah, wow.
It was fantastic. And I met up with some of the students, and out of the 40 students I think that were there, 22 were African students studying in China.
No way!
So I suddenly thought, why don't we have a
there were some Ghanaians in that mix.
Exactly, yes, absolutely. And Zambians, and it was just really interesting. So I think the academic side of it needs to start being, really
I agree.
pushed. Yeah.
Absolutely. So when you're ready with the student chapters, let me know, because I have a fairly extensive university network in Africa. So country by country, I can point you in the direction of certain universities, and then we'll see what gives.
I'll put you on the task team.
Yeah, you should do that.
If that's okay.
And then also, I also wonder about, you talked about short training. So can AMC go into maybe Burkina Faso and do training in marketing? You do that as well?
Yes.
Okay.
We certainly could do that.
Okay. Or will it be through the country's marketing association?
It would be through.
It would be through.
Yes.
Okay.
We don't engage at all with our member associations members. Everything we do is offered through their secretariat or their actual organization.
Okay. Branding. Nation branding, destination marketing, tourism. Africa talks a lot about how tourism is a game changer. And for good reason. We have some of the best sights and sounds the world has to offer. I think we've made tremendous progress on various fronts in that regard, but I still think there's a long way to go. So for AMC Tycoon 2025, you said we would have a bit of focus on that.
Yes.
And from tourism policy makers to hotel owners to travel and tour people, can you give me 2 or 3 specific promises you can make if they come? Because I have a lot of friends in that sector. So what is the promise for hospitality and tourism players who come to our conference in August 2025? What would they learn? What are some of the things they would learn?
Well, I think, and it's been a theme since the Vic Falls.
I know.
That Africa needs repositioning.
I know.
In the global market.
I know.
People think about Africa, they think about famine and war and poverty
I
and,
know.
and so on.
I know.
So in conjunction with UN Tourism, we have embarked on a Rebranding Africa campaign.
Awesome.
So we're working very closely with all the CEOs from the tourism
associations and agencies.
Authorities and agencies. So there will be a big focus on that in the country. We've also got a side project that I think you'd be very interested in as well, is we've realized through our discussions that these agencies and authorities don't know what their tourist looks like. They've got no data. They don't have the statistics. There's a big gap in terms of that.
We need personas.
So we've started working together with them on that as well.
Okay.
So it's certainly like, to present that idea at least at the conference.
That would be very good. And I think that we could also do something as ambitious as doing like a baseline customer experience survey for tourism in Africa. That would be really useful. Like, have one instrument across and see whether we can get a sense of what they want, what they're experiencing, where the experience gaps are. That would be interesting, don't you think?
And yes, I do. I agree with you, because there seems, from chatting to people, there seems to be a lack of willingness to share information.
Indeed.
So we need to take it as sort of an external agency,
Indeed,
like ourselves, whatever, to actually gather that
I
research
agree.
and have it available.
I agree.
I think with the people in competition,
Yes.
certain hotel groups don't want
Yes.
to share their data
Yes.
and
Yes.
so on.
So we'll go to
that's
the customer and get
fantastic.
the data ourselves.
Yeah,
They will
exactly.
publish a CX league table for
Right.
tourism in Africa.
Let's do it.
Come on, that would be explosive.
That'd be brilliant.
Okay, all right. So as we begin to wrap, you are working with CIMG and then the Institute of IT Professionals Ghana as well. They are like the local co-hosts.
Yes.
Okay. So my question to you is, if tech drives marketing and AI will be a big thing,
Yeah.
what's your message to the tech professionals as well? Why should you also come to this conference?
The tech professionals. TICON Africa has been such a great initiative.
They have.
And they're actually growing a bit faster
Yeah.
than I think, because of the focus at the moment on digital and all of that.
Very
so
much.
I think that they would thoroughly enjoy coming, because we have shared plenary sessions.
Yes.
So we take the first one, which would be more focused on marketing and how tech integrates into marketing, and they would end off at the end of the conference. But obviously they have the ability to attend whichever topics they want to.
want to
They
go
get
to.
both programs, and so if they're more interested in AI, come and join us, or we could have a joint workshop with the TICON guys. So yeah.
I remember in an interview I gave a keynote on how technology can be used to build Pan-African brands.
Yes.
And I remember I had some data that showed that most of the most admired brands in Africa were still foreign. Your Nikes, your whatever. It was only MTN that sort of showed up strongly
Right.
when it came to brand affinities and customer preferences. What should African brands do to scale in terms of visibility? And brand building seems to still thrive better with multinationals than with local African firms. What should they do? What should SMEs do to improve their brand propositions?
I think we've got to, and it will take time, I'm sure, but we've got to start thinking about a Made in Africa seal of approval.
There you go.
We've got to start looking
There
internally
you go.
and saying, you know, that's American, that's a great brand or
There you
whatever,
go.
but look, we've got Rooibos tea,
There you
we've
go.
got brilliant Ugandan and Kenyan coffee.
Very
So we've
much.
really got to start looking and getting African people to purchase from other African people.
Indeed.
So doing...
Especially in the era of Africa continental free trade proposition.
Exactly. So
Yes.
doing trade with our neighbouring countries or with the other countries in Africa, rather than exporting all your fruit to another country, you know, on another continent. So I think it's going to take time, but I think this whole rebranding Africa, telling people about our products. There's some fascinating, interesting. I was at the hairdresser the other day, young woman from Ghana, and she says she's thinking about retirement, what she's going to do when she gives up hairdressing. She started pineapple farming.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you know how resilient
Oh, wow.
people are, and
Oh, wow.
and she's hoping to get registered and export her pineapples
Wow.
around the world. Africa is different, and
Indeed.
Africa finds different solutions for different things.
Absolutely.
So I think that's what we should do. We should start looking around our own continent in terms of our success stories, and we should start thinking about Made in Africa as a brand proposition.
So what should the role of media be in promoting this brand Africa? Because a few weeks ago, an East African reporter was trending because he works for CNN or something. He was saying that it's not his job to report Africa favorably, it's his job to report Africa objectively. Fair point. He's a journalist, no issue.
Right.
But shouldn't we have a more conspicuous focus on selling stories that work? Because Africa is not a pot of blackness. No. There's so much blessing, and because I travel a lot across the world, I feel as if we are still not telling our stories as vibrantly and as eloquently as we still could. What are your thoughts on that?
I think we've got to start looking at our local country media to somehow collaborate.
Okay.
I heard some interesting statistics that I think out of your CNN and your Agence France Presse and the various Sky,
Your
BBC
and
and so on, the biggest one, or the one that is in most countries, is only in 17 or 20 countries.
Oh,
We've
wow.
got 54.
Oh, wow.
So it's up to us, and they're telling stories about
Interesting.
where they are,
Yeah.
and making assumptions, I think, about a lot of the other countries and what's going on in the countries.
Absolutely.
So I think a media collaboration.
It'll be interesting.
We start our own AMC broadcasting company.
You should think about it. No, I mean, like, it sounds funny now, but it's a seed we could sow. Because if I sit in Ghana and I'm producing stories about SMEs that have gone global and so on and so forth, and it's appearing in maybe 47 Africa, it counts for something.
It does.
It counts for something.
It does.
So
I have a friend at the South African Broadcasting, and I made that suggestion, and they said, let's do it. So we'll see. Maybe it'll.
No, we'll see. I come to Joburg a lot, so next time I'm coming, we'll
Please
meet over
do.
coffee
We'll meet
and see how we can take this forward.
Definitely.
On the issue of branding Africa, taking things forward, making it better, I want to thank you very much for staying with this first segment. We're going to come back with the Tycoon guys. Stay tuned.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. With MNC Properties, property sales, rentals, and management is a walk in the park. We believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 to 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We offer flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs, plus litigation-free lands in vibrant and upscale communities that presents the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 0302 551 917. MNC Properties, choice of class.
Welcome back to Titans and Trailblazers, and we just finished AMC time. It's Tycoon time, and it's Tycoon time because AMC are collaborating with Tycoon to host the whole of the continent from August 20th to August 22nd at the Labadi Beach Hotel for the 4th AMC Tycoon Conference. My brother, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
I'm called Robert. What's your name, sir?
My name is Emmanuel.
Emmanuel.
Bever.
Emmanuel means God with us.
Yes.
So God is in the studio.
Definitely.
Come on. Okay. All right. So tell us why this conference is a must attend for everyone.
Thank you so much. So this conference is key. I think this is our third time. First one was held in Uganda.
Entebbe. You were in Entebbe.
Yes,
Did you see me there?
I was there. I saw you.
No, that they are spoke on technology and Pan-African brands.
Of course.
So I was like Tycoon as much as AMC.
Exactly.
Continue, my brother.
You played so well, so nice. So we had our first one in Entebbe. Was great. Attendance was great.
It was.
I mean, we saw government officials attending that conference.
Yes.
We saw tech, titans.
Yes.
Gurus.
Yes.
All over Africa continent attending that program.
Yes.
And so the second one was also held at
Mombasa.
Yes. Kenya.
No, actually, that was your second in the marriage. But it was our third. Yes, exactly. Yes.
Yes. So, Mombasa was great as well.
Yes.
We saw government officials talking to us. In fact, the president of Kenya actually promised to attend the conference.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But I think it was something
came up.
And then he sent
a representative
to represent him at the conference. And
okay.
So Ghana's version is something that I think everybody needs to attend.
We must all be there.
Yes, we are expecting the President of the Republic of Ghana.
Absolutely.
And we are also expecting the Minister of Digitalization and Innovation
Absolutely.
to be there as well.
Absolutely.
Sam George.
Yes.
And so, yes, it's all set for that to happen. And I mean, you can
for Sam George in particular, I'm so excited he's coming because since he became minister, he seems to be very interested in customer experience issues.
Yeah.
So he's engaging all sorts of people to try and ease our customer pain points.
Yes.
So I think he understands marketing.
So well.
Yes.
Well.
Okay. So this whole technology thing, analytics, large language programming, AI, metaverse, why is tech reshaping the marketing profession? Because it looks like nowadays, if you are not tech savvy, you are dead as a marketer.
Sure.
I mean, you don't even know what's going on. So even for your own personal productivity, you must be tech literate. And then for organizational forward movement, you must be tech aligned.
Yeah.
So why is tech make or break for us now?
Yeah, so you see, this marriage in terms of techs, titans and the marketing gurus across the continent is key. Because it's like driving a passenger car in the night without lights.
There you go.
Okay.
So tech illuminates the way.
I'm telling
Come
you.
on.
Okay.
What an analogy.
Yes. So you see, with the marketing team and then the tech team in your company or in your bypass the passengers without picking them up.
That's true.
All right. So that is the marriage that tech and the marketing is coming on board to promote. And so all over the African continent, we are expecting that we do well. We actually trying to make sure that Africa become a hub.
There you go.
Okay, become a tech hub.
There you go.
A lot of things are happening on the continent.
Very much.
And this program is actually to harness all those things that are happening that we are not seeing. And
that's true.
We want to have all of them at one place. And for all over the country, everybody should come and see.
Conference is also gold because how my boys in Zim say they are coming, the Zambians say they are coming, the ladies are saying they are coming. Yes. So I think that if you're in Ghana, you don't attend it to be catastrophic.
Of course, you are out. You are completely out.
Because once you can't travel to 17 African countries, you can meet 17 African nationals here because they're all in one room.
Of course, yeah. My attendance at the Itebe, I had a lot of friends there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they were calling me, come on, we are coming.
Do you know from when I gave the keynote in Harare?
Yeah.
I've been invited 9 times since that time.
Yes.
I've been to Zambia.
Yeah.
I've been to Ethiopia.
Yeah.
I'm actually going back to the same hotel to speak on AI in August. Then I ran back to join you here.
That's right.
So from that one keynote, I've gotten 9 blessings.
So much.
So
much.
Please, that's my testimony. So I don't lie. So if you come, you might get 10 other blessings.
Exactly.
Yours might be $1 million contract.
Exactly.
So I think network is a good thing.
So much. So if you want to connect to tech
business,
you want to do business. That's key. So you want to understand how businesses are done in other countries, or how you can open tech businesses in other countries,
or internationalize there.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is the conference is supposed to be. Because I mean, you will see even with the panel discussions places.
Yes.
You would be much better to get that to improve.
I've been told from the AMC side that this time we'll have a special session also with the UN WTO staff on tourist destination marketing.
Yeah.
You know, tech tools are also critical for nation branding in terms of the back end. As far back as 20 years ago, we're doing a lot of research on online branding and all that sort of thing. So how does tech help with branding and tourism? How does it help?
Okay, so
even in customer experience management too.
Of course, tech is very massive when it comes to branding. Of course, now if you look at the way things are getting shaped with AI, you can see that the line is blurring. Okay, someone who is a marketing or a branding person can switch gradually to becoming a tech person right now, due to the advent of AI. It is, even experience is now so, I was thinking about the marketing element we've studied in school, talk about
your
5 Ps,
7 Ps.
And you can see that now, even with plays, with promotions.
One of the most famous shows in the UK now, Diary of a CEO, and the host is one of the guys who, and he was one of the sponsors of the show, was an app called Shopify.
Okay.
Apparently with Shopify you can do procurement, HR, you can do checking, you can do supply chain inventory. One small AI tool, it can take your business end to end, and just deliver a blessing.
Of course.
So it looks like with AI now.
Before coming here, I just read a news item that one of the Zimbabwean, billionaire, who has had an investment in one of these, that's Netflix.
Correct.
Has decided to go and withdraw his, investment over $350,000 US.
Wow.
And want to invest it in AI.
Oh wow.
Yes. And that is going to be in Africa.
Yeah.
And so you can see that a lot of people are now shifting, the attention. Even no matter how, people thought that you need to be a tech person to venture there.
No.
If you have the muscle to be able to get it out, people are behind, professionals are behind, who can push the agenda and make sure that you reap all the gains.
So
that
who should come to the conference, and are there any special packages for students, group delegations? Who should come?
Of course, we are expecting students, university students. We are expecting lecturers to be there. We are expecting the CIOs, the CTOs. We are expecting the government official, policymakers. We want them to come and look at what we are talking about, meet other countries and discuss, policy matters, to discuss matters concerning our country. So yes, we have packages ranging from $350, as low as $350, to $1,500 and above, thereabout. So we have all the promo running, and you get all the packages that you needed. And you need to do that as quickly as possible because the time is near. And if you are not, on time, we shut the door and you have to pay more.
You can run out of space.
Yes.
Then, based on the law of supply and demand, the price will shoot up. And it will be too late for you.
Too late for you. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, one thing I also want to ask is, somebody may be watching and not be sure, marketing item, HR, why do I have to come? HR. So, the guys in human capital, why should they come? Because from a marketing standpoint, if you came, I'll teach you things about employee branding. I'll teach you how to promote your institution so well to the internal customer audiences that your employees champion the brand and they make your brand the employer of choice. Everybody is dying to come and work with you. I can teach you how to do internal marketing. So why should HR and finance people come, for instance?
Tech is an enabler.
Yes, please.
So if you say that you are an HR person, so you don't want to attend tech conference or marketing conference, then you are out.
Okay.
There's this saying that we've been saying these days that, AI is not ready to take anybody's job.
Indeed.
All right? But if you don't learn, or those who are learning the AI, they will take your space.
Indeed.
Because if you think that, I'm an HR person, I'm a marketing person, I have no, things to do with all these tech stuff, people will learn the stuff, they will come and take your space. Because if you are learning things like, or you're using things like Tally, you are learning things like, or you have an HR, like SAP, all those Microsoft Dynamics and stuff like that, those are the applications that you are using. And somebody who is tech savvy, understand that space. Don't you think he's going to take your space? He can do the tech stuff and do your job as well.
Absolutely.
So I would be better as a company to employ such a person than to employ somebody who can only do the regular
HR.
Exactly the point.
And not understand HR analytics.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or understand what the data means
Indeed.
and what data can give you in terms of analyzing the data and getting an insight out of it.
Indeed.
Right. So
Indeed.
it is key.
What about bishops? Should they send their pastors to the conference?
They need to be there.
Why? Why should the pastors come? Because soul winning is marketing.
Of course. Of course. And even now, when COVID came, preaching has completely gone from physical space to a virtual space.
I know.
And so if you think that, okay, I'm a church, I'm a pastor, I don't need IT, I don't need this conference, then you are mixing out.
I arrived yesterday on some man of God's YouTube platform, and they were having a service with 79,000 people. I was like, wow.
That's right.
79,000 pray, rebaba, ho, 79,000. I was like, oh wow. I mean, for a YouTube broadcast, I was like, okay. Yeah. So I think even for religion, tech has changed everything
completely. It has already taken over.
Look, there are some Sundays where I can start at 4 o'clock in Lagos, go to church in Accra, join somebody in the UK, join Potter's house in the US.
That's right.
So one day I can consume 7 services from 4 countries because of tech.
Yes.
In the past, you only go to your local church and come home. Yeah. Nothing else can enter you. But I think tech has improved customer choice.
So much. So much. You can. I mean, it's now like.
So the pastors must come.
Of course.
And they'll go back enriched. And they'll do the work better.
Better.
Okay.
Of course. They need to understand what it means to transmit message to their audiences or their
congregants.
Members,
yes.
Right. And it's key. It's key that they understand those things better. Otherwise, they may have a church that may not be known elsewhere. Okay. I mean, like you said, churches right here in Ghana are known to people all over the world.
Indeed.
Churches in other countries
I also known people here, exactly.
How is that done? It's done through tech.
Yes.
Right. So if you say that you are okay in your space, and so therefore you are, I mean, you can win the soul through the technology. So that's the best.
You can't win the soul. You can win thousands of souls through technology.
Yes.
Thousands.
Of course.
Yes.
And you can even,
and they'll send the offering electronically too.
That's where I'm coming to.
They will send you dollar offerings.
Of course.
Yes, from LA.
Of course.
Yes, and you'll be in Kokumlemle.
Yes. This one is a currency with different denominations.
Very much. So there's power in tech.
Of course.
For the church.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay. So now, I asked this question to my AMC colleague when I interviewed her, and it's about public sector agencies. Yeah. Ironically, in Africa, they need tech and marketing almost like a life and death situation. Yes. But they also are the ones with the least tech and marketing in their lives. Yeah. How do you resolve this paradox?
It's a different situation. I think that sometimes the leaders at the top need to take these things very seriously.
Yes, please.
If a president or a leader,
yes, please,
is very unconcerned about tech,
yes, please,
everything will look very dull.
Yes, please.
But if that country takes tech seriously, you will see that it transcends across.
Indeed.
I mean, you can look at countries like Kenya. They are doing very well when it comes to tech.
Oh, very much.
I mean, now they have their courts.
Oh, yes.
Where you can go and file,
Kenya has always been a leader. I mean, even from the M-Pesa, they've always been a leader.
Of course. I mean, I was part of an engagement that was done with Minister of Digitalization on AI strategy formulation.
Okay.
Right. I was there. I presented a paper on how I think that the AI space should be shaped.
Indeed.
And when you come to the presentation and you understand the mindset of some people,
yes,
you will notice that the whole thing is coming from the top.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes some people feel that, no, we don't need to do it this way, we need to do it the other way.
Indeed.
Now, look at AI. It's all over the place.
Indeed.
This is not the time I believe that we should be trying to lock it with laws.
Indeed.
if you see all over the world, it's about principles.
Indeed.
They will talk about principles, even
Indeed.
though it's a law,
Yes.
but they will mention principles.
So you can innovate around it. Yes.
So you can innovate around it. I mean, even with the strategies that we are putting in place now, we are talking about opening a responsible AI office.
Okay.
And I was like, now, responsible AI office would, somebody that you put into the office will cage the person to be doing formulation of laws instead of development.
Yes.
So let's have something like AI Institute.
Okay.
Ghana National AI Institute.
You just facilitate the growth of the technology.
Exactly.
Not cage the people.
Not cage the people.
On the note of not caging and not creating prisons for anybody, I want to thank you for watching this episode of Titans and Trailblazers. And I want to leave you with this. I am a product of marketing training. And I can tell you, after 30 years of practicing this craft, that you have to join us in August at the Labadi Beach Hotel, because this conference is explosive. August 20th to 22nd, Labadi Beach Hotel, AMC Tycoon Africa Conference. See you, and bye-bye for now.
Next on Titans and Trailblazers.
Score. They are miles ahead of us.
Okay.
Sanity, discipline,
Yes.
and the exposure that you need. You're getting it.
That's right.
Look at Tetekwashi
Yes.
today.
Yes.
If you drive there.
Yes.
I left just 2-3 years ago, and the
Yes.
place has become like a mayhem.
Sometimes you can't even see, because some boards can block your view. You have to sort of lean out and check what's going on. That's what you're talking about, that confusion.
That is what I'm talking about. So what I'm saying is that I want to put on record that all the boards, when you see a board, then you also want to put your board by it, you are creating a clutter, and your client is losing visibility and exposure.
Indeed.
If you do the research, all the boards, then none of the targets, nobody sees them.
Nobody sees them. So the return on investment is low.
Low. You are just throwing your money away to those young boys who have come to deceive you to put the ball there.
Titans and Trailblazers is brought to you by the MNC Group.
Metro TV, insightful and inspiring moments. Back in the day, you tune in radio from morning, and you don't want to miss out, because anybody who comes on is massive.
Back in the day on Metro TV, Mr. BKD anyway. Back in the day, mentioning the place that you used to live, that meant that you were Dadaba.
Oh, how?
Because we are the ones who went to Saito.
I wasn't really a nightclub person. No, I mean, the only times I went to the nightclub, Kobe Dixon took me.
Yeah.
You have a Walkman by your side. Now that was your selector. The Walkman was your selector. So when you play the first song and you want to change the song, you have to start cueing your next song through your headphone.
Hi, my name is Ivan Kwashigan. I'm the CEO of Farmhouse Productions. I'm a film director, producer. You are watching Back in the Days with Sammy B on Metro TV.
Massa, we're a guy and yes, Sammy B a feature. This is Back in the Day. Keep watching.
Dr. Eva Vera. Hi, so good to see you. So good to see you too. You're always welcome. Don't cry. Hey, Dr. Guy.
Whenever I lie down and I look back now, I always thank God for the family I have and the family I came from. That regardless of everything, they've always stood by me to help me achieve my dreams.
This week on Cook Africa is the Almighty God. Hey, Mr. Nse, I'm going to be really straight.